Greetings, I'm Chris and welcome back to my In Skyrim series, where we play as a World of Warcraft style warlock within the universe of Skyrim, adhering to the class fantasy of the file-wielding spellcaster, using dark magic to summon demons from the plains of Oblivion itself.
Need something?
Today, we continue on to the Greybeards to learn more about what this rumoured Dragonborn actually is. I'd like to thank you for joining me on this adventure and enjoy this playthrough. So, I think last time we just arrived in town, so we can see if there's any quests to pick up here. I don't think there's too much to do, so possibly we can grab a bit of information from here and carry on straight away.
If I were you, I'd keep away from the barrow on the east side of town. It's haunted.
Interesting. Anything you can tell me about High Hrothgar?
The Greybeards are a solitary lot. I don't think they've ever ventured outside their monastery. We get the occasional pilgrim passing through here on their way to the summit, but almost all of them have returned disappointed.
Tell me more about the Barrow.
There ain't much more to tell. They're haunted, and you should stay away. Look, I've seen one of the spirits with my very own eyes. When it glared at me, I swear it burned right through my soul.
Did the spirits haunt your town as well?
Fortunately, they seem to be sticking to the barrow. I think they're guarding it. Certainly isn't helping my business any. Who'd want to rent a room anywhere near a haunted barrow?
That's a good point. I could investigate for you.
If you think there's anything you can do, be my guest.
See if you have any more quests for us. I'm looking for work. Got any leads?
Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter.
Well, the bandit leader located at Rift Watchtower. That could be good for us.
Keep your eyes open in the barrow. That's how...
Okay, so let's see what we've got. We've got the Wave the Voice to do, which we'll go and do shortly. Saints and Seducers, that's probably one for later. Blood in the Water, A Farmer's Life for me. Probably grab that in the next episode or so. We'll just unlock the Greybeards and get the first part of the main game unlocked, yeah. So maybe these two. Kill the bandit leader so we can get some much needed XP and combat experience, and then investigate Shroud Hearth Barrow. Could be quite good.
Get you.
Just to get a bit of a feel for the town. It's a lovely day here. Okay, so what have we got? Remove that. Okay, so we've got Rift Watch Tower we can go to shortly. We can actually fast travel part way there. Shroud Hearth Barrow. It really is lovely here, like it when the light catches it. Just make sure we've got our spells to hand just in case things get a bit dicey. As always, we probably went completely the wrong way. Yep, we did. Well, as long as I stay in there, we'll be happy. Just click off that other quest just so we don't confuse ourselves. Much needed. Soul gems, healing potions. No books as yet. Just don't trust this this chappy here.
Leave this place. Leave this place. Leave. Leave. Leave.
Okay, so I think we can open it from here possibly. I do need to check the floor because I neglect the floor and there's always traps around. Usually the biggest reason of my death. Or the Ages of Men. Illusion increased to 27. That's really good. Timeline Series Volume 1 Before the Ages of Man by Akantar of Shimmerine. Before man came to rule Tamriel, and before the chronicles of the historians recorded the affairs of the rulers of Tamriel, the events of our world are known only through myths and legends, and through the divinely inspired teachings of the 9 divines. For convenience, historians divide the distant ages of prehistory into 2 broad periods of time, the Dawn Era and the Merethic Era. Dawn Era. The Dawn Era is that period before the beginning of mortal time when the feats of the gods take place. The Dawn Era ends when the exodus of the gods and magic from the world at the founding of the Adamantine Tower. The term Merethic comes from the Nordic, literally era of the elves. The Merethic Era is the prehistoric time after the exodus of the gods and magic from the world at the founding of the Adamantine Tower, before the arrival of Ysgramar the Nord in Tamriel. The following are the most notable events of the Dawn Era, presented roughly in sequence as it must be understood by creatures of time such as ourselves. The cosmos formed from the Orbis, chaos of totality, by Anu and Padme. Akatosh, Oriel, formed and time began. The gods, Et Arda, formed. Lorcan convinced or tricked the gods into creating the mortal plane, Nirn. The mortal plane was at this point highly magical and dangerous. As the gods walked, the physical makeup of the mortal plane and even the timeless continuity of existence itself became unstable. When Magic, Magnus, architect of the plans for the mortal world, decided to terminate the project, the gods convened at the Adamantine Tower, Derenai Tower, the oldest known structure in Tamriel, and decided what to do. Most left when magic did, others sacrificed themselves into other forms so that they might stay. The Alnofe. Lorcan was condemned by the gods to exile in the mortal realms, and his heart was torn out and cast from the tower. Where it landed, a volcano formed. With magic, in the mythic sense, gone. The cosmos stabilized, elven history, finally linear, began. ME 2500. The Merethic Era. The Merethic Era was figured by early Nord scholars as a series of years numbered in reverse, ordered backward from their beginning of time. The founding of the Cameron dynasty recorded as year 0 of the first era. The prehistory events of the Merethic Era are listed here with their traditional Nordic Merethic dates. The earliest Merethic date cited by King Harold's scholars was ME 2500, the Nordic reckoning of the first year of time. As such, the Merethic Era extends from ME 2500 in the distance past to ME 1, the year before the founding of the Cameron dynasty and the establishment of the White Gold Tower as an independent city-state. According to King Harold's bards, ME 2500 was the date of construction of the Adamantine Tower on Balfira Island in High Rock, the oldest known structure of Tamriel. This corresponds roughly to the earliest historical dates given in various unpublished Elvish chronicles. During the early Merithic era, the Aboriginal beast peoples of Tamriel, the ancestors of the Khajiit, Argonian, Orcish, and other beast folk, lived in pre-literature communities throughout Tamriel. That's really interesting. In the Middle Merithic era, the Aldmeri, mortals of elven origin, refugees left their doomed and now lost continent of Aldmeris, also known as Old Elnothe, and settled in southwestern Tamriel. The first colonies were distributed at wide intervals on islands along the entire coast of Tamriel. Later inland settlements were founded, primarily in fertile lowlands in southwest and central Tamriel. Wherever the beast folk encountered the elves, the sophisticated, literate, technologically advanced Aldmeri cultures displaced the primitive beast folk into the jungles, marshes, mountains, and wastelands. The Adamantine Tower was rediscovered and captured by the Doreni, a prominent and powerful Aldmeri clan. The Crystal Tower was built on Somerset Isle and later White Gold Tower in Cyrodiil. During the Middle Merithic era, Aldmeri explorers mapped the coast of Vardenfell, building the first high-era High Elven wizard towers at Ald Redania, Balfell, Tel Arun, and Tel Mora in Morrowind. It was also during this period that Aelid, Wild Elven, settlements flourished in the jungles, surrounded White Gold Tower, present-day Cyrodiil. Wild Elves, also known as the Heartland High Elves, preserved the Dawn-era magics and language of the Elnothe, ostensibly a tribute land to the High King of Alinor, the Heartland's long lines of communication from the Somerset Isles. Sovereignty effectively isolated Cyrodiil from the High Kings at Crystal Tower. The late Middle Merithic era is the period of the High Velothi culture, the Chima, ancestors of the modern Dunmer, or Dark Elves, were dynamic, ambitious, long-lived elven clans devoted to fundamentalist ancestor worship. The Chima clans followed the prophet Veloth out of the ancestral elven homelands in the southwest to settle in the lands now known as Morrowind. Despising the secular culture and profane practices of the Dwemer, the Chima also coveted the lands and resources of the Dwemer, and for centuries provoked them with minor raids and territorial disputes. The Dwemer, dwarves, free-thinking, reclusive elven clans devoted to the secrets of science, engineering, and alchemy, established underground cities and communities in the mountain range, later the Velothi Mountains, separating modern Skyrim and Morrowind. The late Merethi era marks the precipitous decline of Velothi culture. Some Velothi settled in villages near declining and abandoned ancient Velothi towers. During this period, Velothi high culture disappeared in Vardenfell Island. The earliest Dwemer freehold colonies date from this period. Degenerate Velothi devolved into tribal cultures which, in time, evolved into the modern Great Houses of Morrowind, or persisted as the barbarian Ashlander tribes. The only surviving traces of this tribal culture are scattered Velothi towers and Ashlander nomads in Vardenfell Island. The original First Era High Elven wizard towers along the coast of Tamriel were also abandoned about this time. It was in the late Merethic era that the pre-literate humans, the so-called Nedic people from the continent of Atmora, also Altmora or the Elderwood in Aldmeris, migrated and settled in northern Tamriel. The Nord culture hero Ysgramar, leader of a great colonizing fleet to Tamriel, is credited with developing a runic transcription of Nord speech based on Elvish principles, and so Ysgramar is considered the first human historian. Ysgramar's fleet landed at Zarik Head at the extreme northern tip of Skyrim's Broken Cape. The Nords built their legendary city of Sarthal. The elves drove their men away during the Night of Tears, but Ysgramar soon returned with his 500 companions. Also during the late Merithic era, the legendary immortal hero, warrior, sorcerer, and king variously known as Pelenol Whitestroke, Harold Hairy Breeks, Ysmir, Hans the Fox, etc., wandered Tamriel, gathering armies, conquering lands, ruling, then abandoning his kingdoms to wander again. And that is a very extensive history lesson. I really like that. That was pretty good. We won't read every book in here, but the interesting ones that really kind of peek into the story, I think we should delve into just a little bit. And now we'll play with some of these switches. So, ooh, not good. Okay, both up. So perhaps if we can get them both down. Brilliant. I feel like there was a trap here. Definitely not good. Okay, we'll just see what's in here first. Especially if it's locked. I can't resist a locked door. See if we can jump it, possibly. Oh. Well, probably not as nimble as we thought we were. This is absolutely riddled with traps. Can we burn it? I guess not. I think we'll just have to be cautious. We made it. Okay. That's a serious looking doorway. We'll have to go down there. Just check here first.
I sense a presence. Mortal. One times from the dead. Pathetic.
Hopefully we've got a potion. Let's see. Increases health by 21 points for 60 seconds, restores 21. Be useful. We're probably going to need a bit of magic. And I think we retreat a little bit to let our conjured minion take a bit of threat and do some damage. Absolutely beautiful screenshot of where it's happening. Resist Magicka. Well, it's not exactly going to help us too much, but... Ooh. This isn't good.
The end.
Okay. We'll have to use our trusty dagger. Actually, we do need to conjure a weapon as well. This isn't great.
Sleep.
Good job, well done. Who was this person? Windelus Gatharian. Filter of the Phantom. Appears spectral for 30 seconds. Salmon, hide boots, and a dagger. Well, that magicka damage was pretty awful on us. A bit conscious of traps. This is actually quite a nice little den he's made for himself. He's got a bed and a fire, a few trinkets, potion, an embalming tool. inventory. Let's see what he's got here. Filled with the Phantom, another. Search his satchel. And Windus's journal. Let's have a look. Journal of Wendelius Gatharian. 18 Morningstar. I've set up camp inside the barrow. This has to be the place. According to all my research, the burial chamber should be located here. All I need is some time, undisturbed, to find the claw. It must be hidden here somewhere. 25 Morningstar. Had a close call today with that fool Wilhelm. He came close to entering the barrow, but I was able to scare him off by rattling some pottery shards in a bag. These people are far too superstitious for their own good. Gives me an idea. 28 Morningstar. After a few failures, I've come up with a mixture that should do the trick. The glow is perfect. I should look exactly like one of the supposed spirits the people of Iverstead believe is haunting this barrow. Going to test it out tomorrow. 29 Morningstar. Success. It worked better than I could ever have imagined. All I had to do was wander about the entrance to the barrow at night. I waved my arms about. I had to stop myself from laughing aloud as they ran away. This should keep them at bay while I continue searching for the claw. 11 Hearthfire. Almost half a year has passed and no sign of the claw, or any clues as to its whereabouts. This is becoming maddening. It has to be her. Can't risk hiring any assistance, so I'll have to continue alone. 20 Sunstusk. Isn't here. It can't be her. This isn't right. It must be the people of Iverstead. They must be onto my ruse, and they're toying with me. They want to find the burial chamber on their own and keep the riches for themselves. 18 Evening Star. Why? Why are they tormenting me? Why not just destroy me? Who am I? My head is becoming clouded. I can't remember anything. I have to read my journal to remember my purpose. Am I a part of this tomb? Am I meant to guard it? What's becoming of me? They shall not take my treasure. They shall all pay dearly for their crimes. Any who set foot within these walls will taste my wrath, my power. I am the guardian of Shroud Hearth Barrow. All who oppose me will fall. So he descended into madness then, it seems. So we need to get a claw. Just check our alchemy while we're here, see if we've got anything to work through. Eye of Sabercat. Not the best thing to taste to find out its properties. Okay, so I think we're okay here. Steel cuff boots, nothing to really loot. Did we miss the... I don't even think we can get in there because we need the claw. Wow, he loves these traps, didn't he, Wendell? Beautiful artwork. So I'm assuming these are the dragon priests. Okay, so we need the sapphire claw to activate this. We've picked this place clean, so it can't be here. Probably best to get back to the village, hand this in, and maybe get a breadcrumb clue for the next stage. Perhaps it will take us further on. We are locked out now. Okay, so down, up, nope. Perfect. So we will be going straight up there shortly after this quest. I've got to be honest, this is a really interesting quest we've jumped into. What a beautiful village as well. A lovely location.
We don't get many visitors through here, unless they're headed up to High Hrothgar, of course.
Has anyone ever explored the Barrow?
About a year or two ago, some fella named Windelius came through. Said he was some kind of a treasure hunter. I warned him not to go in there, just like I warned you. The very next night we heard screams from the Barrow, and that was it. We never saw him again.
They are very superstitious people. I found this in the Shroud Hearth Barrow.
Let me see that. I can't believe this. It was all just a fabrication of this Windelius character. I can't believe we were so stupid. Well, least I can do is give you something for taking care of him. If you won't accept it as a payment, consider it a gift.
Sapphire Dragonclaw. Okay, that's a very, very nice gift. Okay, so I think we've got everything here.
If you pass through again, stop by for a drink.
We certainly shall. I think we'll use the Dragonclaw in there and see how far it extends. Maybe come back to it if we have to see the Greybeards. See how we get on. Kind of crazy having this right next to where you live in the town. Okay, so brilliant. Still don't trust that there's no more traps. Windelius was a cunning person. Okay, so we've got the Sapphire Claw. That is, what is it? It's Moth, Owl, and Wolf. Obviously, I've not actually align them, which I need to do. Else here. Ooh. A really nice helmet. I feel like we're going to walk into a huge battle at any moment. Let's just get our army ready, our army of one. Spelltome Oak Flesh. That could be very useful for us. We could do with some minor shielding. I've just got the awful feeling as soon as we pop that book, it's going to go south, but we'll do it. Or not, okay. Flesh improves the caster's armor rating by 40 points for 60 seconds. I think that's probably going to be something as we're getting a bit squishy now that we're going to need. Anything else around? Ooh, that's not good. Okay. Get them down here, let the minion tank a little bit. It's just the to flames. Flames is just a bit more magicka efficient. We have the high ground. Excellent. That wasn't too bad, and that armor spell came in just in time. Okay, so we'll just loot a little bit. So I might actually just 1, 2, 3. I think that could work best, really. So we can pop our shielding, get our minion out, and then we can start doing some serious damage. What is this? I get the creaking of bones. 2 doors. Is it coming? Just level up a bit, we may as well. So we're going to have an 80-20 split, so we're going to go for 80 magicka, 20 health, no stamina, so we can be a real kind of solid cannon magicka build. Probably a bit fragile as well. So we've got, so far, we've got a few points, so we've got 4, 2, 1 in health. So we'll probably just get some more in magicka and then go into health next time. Now let's look at what we've got. So we're doing quite well in conjuration. 2 points, 2 in destruction. We don't really want to touch resto, sorry. Probably do with looking at alchemy so we can start making better potions. Sticking with the kind of warlock theme, We'll be looking at conjuring minions, using fire and damaging spells, as also using potions to augment our health and other abilities through potions and poisons. I've got a really high boost in speech. I think what is probably best to do is see what is the most applicable we can use next. 25, 50, bound weapons, overcharge. That could be very good. Can summon Atronachs or raise undead twice as far as away. And what does that lead into? Double conjuration, yeah. Okay. Let's see what's on offer in destruction. So impact, we can't get it yet, but we'll stagger an opponent. That's good. Fire spells do 25% more damage. That's probably going to be one we really want to get. Fire damage causes targets to flee if their health is low. Disintegrate, wow, that's a very nice one. So we might save that until we're just a little bit more powerful, I think. We are currently playing on an expert, which is quite it's kind of that sweet spot. But we'll lower it if things get a bit tough. That's not good. Let's see. Lovely. A bit of unnecessary damage though. It's probably a bit late to use my shields, but still, just in case we get any more surprises. I don't think it's probably... Go down there, can we get back up and out? That's the question. Oh, we've got it round. Okay. Oh, that's not good. Painful. So the mage melee combo didn't really help us too much there. That's not good. Probably have to kite them a little bit. Ooh, very lucky. He has to eat a little food. Apple cabbage stew, definitely. And brilliant. So yeah, that next level up has really kind of increased the health of the enemies. Do with letting our mana regen a bit. We need to actually work on enchantment to improve our mana generation, our magic generation. nowhere to rest up either. That's kind of annoying. Just loot up a little bit while our stats improve. We could have possibly shot those down as well. Trip it. Is he going to trip it? He's not. He's actually smarter than us. Right. Oh. Ooh, wow. Right full in the face there. Okay. I don't even think there's anywhere to even see that's going to get you or not. Ouch. That would really hurt. Nice, quick and easy. What about this guy? We can't soul shot them either, which is kind of a pain. Wow, that one hurt. Oh. Don't stand on it. Oh gosh. I think it's right he had the killing blow there. He really earned his weight in gold. Shroud Hearth Barrow key. Wow, you really do feel the pain when you're not using healing spells. You kind of have to be a bit more coordinated and strategic, which I am not always. I'm thinking overcharging our conjuration could be good to get a better minion out for longer. I think actually that might be the smart play. Dual casting a conjuration spell overcharges a spell, allowing it to last longer. Yeah, we'll go for that. Okay, so what's down here? Okay, so we'll open the two. Is that a trap? guess we have to stand on it to unlock it. Headshots actually do more damage. Okay, interesting. So there's two there, or maybe there's more and I'm missing it. Ah, we've got hidden here. Okay. Fish. Fish, eagle. Fish. Serpent, fish. Fish, eagle, serpent, fish. Looks like someone there and very unfriendly. Just loot here first, see if there's anything good to grab. I don't think there is. I'll press on. This is turning out to be quite the long dungeon, which I'm not displeased about. Much needed health. Ooh. Wow. Really good animation, right? So we'll just avoid that at all costs. Someone definitely doesn't want us in here. That looks like a trap. Oh, wow. This is a really pleasant place to be. We're good. Good to try out our skills. Right. Okay, so we're getting a few healing potions now. I feel like when that's the case, there's going to be a particularly hard section coming up. So, what we'll do is charge. And we'll go and see. much for our conjured skeleton. Beautiful. Okay, this isn't good though. Probably gonna have to be a bit more nimble and mobile here. And use our flames because we are extremely short on That's one powerful Roger. Let's see what we've got in our potions. Oh my god. More. My god, they must be kidding. We'll have to retreat to a more advantageous position. So get some cover. Oh, well done. Oh my god, this is like an epic fight. This guy. Even the soundtrack's changed. Oh my god. Just get some much needed magicka back. Send him out. And this is the boss as well now. So, probably stick with flames as it's cheaper. It's taking damage. It's just not taking enough damage. Kill him low. Well done. Is that all they could throw at us? There's me thinking it'd be one of those quiet episodes. Bit of lore, bit of story, chat with the greybeards, cup of tea. Usually there's a chest around. I think it's here, but we'll carry on. So that looks like an absolute trap. Banded armor of the Major Knight. Heavy armor skill by 17 points. For disenchanting at least. Iron helm. Classic Skyrim helmet. Beautiful. Okay, so I don't think we're going to get any nasty surprises here. Hopefully. I hear the faint sound of the Skyrim music in the distance, which is a good sign. Peace. Interesting. We've got to explore these a bit more thoroughly in other episodes. I think now we are done here, so we can finish up. That was a really good one. Got some loot as well. Some really interesting lore at the start as well. I was really enjoying that. It's something I'd like to kind of delve into more because I'm not massively up on the Elder Scrolls history as well. So I have played through this game originally completely and also gone through Oblivion, but still. Okay, we can head back out if we can find the way. I think we have to play with the gates. No, we don't. They're all unlocked. It's quite a nice little den. Since we'll be playing a World of Warcraft Warlock in Skyrim, we do need to kind of think about what Warlockish kind of den we need. We have got the Golden Hills Plantation, but that's kind of like our persona, our kind of day character in respectable company. We need something for kind of at night when we are not so respectable. So we'll have to keep an eye out and see what's in the world and available to us. I think that's the quest done. What I think we could do is, we didn't actually get to the Greybeards this episode, but we did a great dungeon. Next episode, we'll take out those bandits.
Disrespect the law and you disrespect me.
It's quite fitting purple tunic. And then we'll head over to the Greybeards, so probably back to the Battle Inn and get a quick rest and jump back in next time. See if they've got a room to rent for a hard day's questing.
May the gods watch over your battles, friend. Are you joking? You just rented a room from me.
Well, we've been very busy.
If you pass through again, stop by for a drink.
Doors, though. Right, well, I find my room.
Why bother
Here we
visiting
go.
rivals dead?
Oh, it's a shared room. I can't stand shared rooms. I'll have a word with management. Okay. So while we work up a nice customer complaint, we'll rest up here, and I'll see you next time. Thank you for joining me on this. And I look forward to getting stuck into the rest of the quest with the Greybeards, unlocking shouts, and the history of the Dragonborn a bit more next time. And I'll see you then.